Hello everyone, it's Bob Butera with the Yoga Life Institute offering you a spring message. We have some wonderful weather this week and it's a reminder to evaluate your home yoga practice. Now that of course is making the assumption that you have a home yoga practice, but for those who do, that's my first point. I wanted to share with you the importance of noticing how the longer days, the warmer weather is affecting your practice. Of course, if possible, it's nice to go outside or at least do your practice in front of an open window where you're able to appreciate the sounds of spring, the fresh air, the fragrances, and, if you will, invigorate your practice. What can often happen when the weather changes is that you lose a rhythm, if you will, that you developed over the winter when you have an indoor routine, and then suddenly you're going outdoors, you're working in the garden, and that consistency that may have occurred before drops off. Now the larger point that I want to make, the second point, is that anything that causes you to be more centered or causes your mind to be at peace or quiet is in fact a yoga practice. So if you don't feel like you have a daily practice, you may have one based on things that you do for yourself that are calming. So if you like a long walk and you feel very centered and you walk in silence, if you listen to certain types of music and you really appreciate that, perhaps you read at night or you do a journal, all those things that are uplifting to you are in fact a yoga practice. The same activities, if you're worrying and kind of creating a lot of anxiety while doing the thing, would not be a yoga activity. So it's really about how the thing affects your mind. So as the seasons change, your practice might alter a little bit. And even on top of that, if you can find pockets of your day at work where you have the stresses really understood and you know how to handle the relationships, you can turn what might look like a stressful situation into a positive one and essentially into a yoga practice. So thinking deeply about those things. And while we celebrate this great weather after a snowy winter, take some time just to evaluate where your practice is, allow it to change, keeping that big picture point in mind that anything that centers you or calms you or quiets your mind and allows you to have a freer heart and better life is in fact a yoga practice. Have a great spring. I'll certainly be looking forward to seeing you outside.